Hello and welcome to Pyramid EduTech. Today we're going to understand something about CSS Media Queries. So we heard about something called media queries. What is a media query? Media query means that it's a responsive web design. Okay, I just write something called responsive web designs. So responsive web designs is for mobile phones, tablets and other screen sizes. So earlier people make websites for web pages for mobile, means you create a website for web pages that is different that you create a website for some other. I just show you. Okay, I just show you. Okay, if I come here, okay, I leave this and I search anything. Okay, what I should search? Let me go with here W3 schools only. So when I search something called W3 online tuition, you can just see here. Okay, and if I just okay, now if I come here, inspect this value. Okay, see media enumeration, you can see. So when I just see, okay, responsive design, you can see if I go on something called iPhone, you can see in iPhone you will see this like this, same web page. Okay, you can see like this. Okay, if I go in something called Samsung Ultra, I don't know which phone it is, you can see this like this. So this is achieved by media queries. Okay, this is mobile phone. In tablets, if I go in something called iPad mini, you can see in tablets, you can see like this. So these all things are achieved by media queries. So media queries is responsible for all these web designs. Okay, for all these web designs. So media queries, earlier media queries was not that necessary, but now it is mandatory. When you create a website, the customer that asks you to create a website, he will not tell you that it should be mobile responsive. You have to create mobile responsive. So for different screen sizes, for fitting in different screen sizes, doing all stuffs like that, how do we gonna do that? So let's see. For media queries, what we're gonna do is, let me create something. Uh, let me create dot box. Okay, and I create an ID of box dollar, and let me create how many boxes I want to create. Okay, I write box dollar, and let's go with 4 boxes for now. Okay, now you can see that box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. I created 4 box. Now I just come here. I write dot box. Not here, in style tag. I just remove this. I just write something called style tag. Inside that style tag, I just write dot box. Okay, inside this box, let me give some font size here. Font size. I want some bigger font size. Let's go with 77 pixels or not 65 pixels. I don't know. Okay, and now let's go with background color. Background color, let's go with red. Color as white. Text align. Center, we already have discussed all these things, so I'm directly writing all this property. Okay, so now I just save this. Let's see how it looks. So you can see box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. Okay, taking all width of space. Okay, it's fine. You can decrease the size if you want. You can decrease the size. It's your preference. Okay, it's just your preference. I just done this so that it looks good for you. So now what I should do, again, what I should do is I go and write something called @media. For applying media query, you have to write @media, and inside this braces you have to give something called max width or mean width. So I write something called max width here. Okay, and in this max width I write something called 300 pixels. So maximum up to 300, or I should write something called 400 pixels, I guess that's good enough. It does depends upon you. Okay, for mobile it should be 480 pixels. Max width is 480 pixels for mobile design. So if I write background color, you can see background color as red. So if I write something called background color as blue, okay. Now if I save this, okay, wait, just wait. I should have to do for the box. I also have to define for which I have to do this. So yeah, I need to close this. Okay, so what I have done here, just understand. Earlier my box, when it was taking the full bench of strength, okay, it was taking full bench of size, it was having a background color of red. When I decrease the size to 480 pixels, its background color becomes blue. Let me show you. If I decrease my size, okay, see red, but now blue. You can see that it's now blue. Okay, so instead, okay, you can see that instead of 380, if I write 280, okay, max means maximum to that length, okay, means minimum it can attain any value, but maximum that value, okay, you can see 280. I just increase more than 280, it becomes red. So you understood how a media works. Means when I decrease the size, just understand the concept that when I decrease the size to less than 280, okay, it becomes background color of blue. Okay, so same thing you can do. Okay, you can just copy this down. I just copy this value for down. Okay, let's go. It's for small mobile devices. I write something for bigger mobile devices. Okay, let me go with some other colors. I don't know which color it is, and I go with color of black or color of red. Okay, now if I come here, okay, you can see this, the color becomes, but problem is, I just tell you what is the problem. The problem is maximum width I have given, but I didn't have defined the minimum width. So I have to define something called minimum width also. Okay, without minimum width it won't be able to adjust itself. Okay, so I have write something called and here, and something called min width. And mean width, let's go with 280. Means after 280 pixels, means 280 to 480, it will do like this. Okay, so I just show you now. Okay, between 280 to 480 it will like do, and when you go much more screen, it's gonna be again like this. So you understood how you can play with media queries. You just go on there, you directly search screen sizes for media query. Okay, screen sizes for media queries. Okay, so it will give you all screen sizes from which okay, so browser window 600 or small, not here. In live classes I will provide you the link, but yeah, you can go in this CSS Media Queries. And you can just take all these values. Okay, I'll just show you. Yeah, you can see mean width 480, so for mobile screen sizes. Okay, and there are much more. I don't think they have given there, but for I think 720, 480 to 720, it's for tablet screen sizes, or 800 pixel, and more than 800 pixels it should be your screen size resolution. So this is just some of the way of doing media queries. Just go through it once, try to do it by yourself. It is very easy, it's not a big deal. And just understand, media query is very important. If you are creating a website, media query will participate a big role in that, because without media queries you can't create a responsive websites. Before wrapping up, I want to tell you something called rem and m. Okay, so there are something called rem m, this type of thing. I just show you. You can play with rem and m. That's not a big deal. You can go and Google that out. That's not a big deal. That's why I'm not dealing with it. But if I write something called 2rem, okay, just see font size I write 2 rem, okay, and if I come here you can see twice the size, and if I write something called 3 rem, so it will take, just understand, it will take thrice, okay, you can see the size increases 3 times the initial, okay, from the initial size that the system has defined, it is multiplying by 3 times to that size and giving you this size, okay. And similarly m is same, m is just taking one to another, another to another, okay. So, and one more thing I want to tell you, this is called width, okay. I just tell you, if I write width of let's go with 80 VW, okay. So if I save this, now you can see that it's taking 80% of screen size. It was earlier 100%, now it is taking 80% of screen size. And if you want to middle out, okay, if you want to center this value, you simply just write something called margin auto, okay. Now you can see that it is coming in the center value. So you can play with this VW, and there is something called height, okay, and I write 100 VH, viewport height. This is viewport width and this is viewport height. And if I save this, now you can see that it is taking whole bunch of space, okay. Every box is taking 100% of a screen size, okay. Every box is taking, if I just comment this 3 box for now, you can see that box 1 will take 100% of the screen size, okay. This is 100 VH. So you can play with 100 VW, VH, that's for responsive web design, because when you write 100 VH and 100 VW, it will adjust in mobile responsive websites, it will adjust it by itself. When we create projects, it will be more clear for you. When we create projects, we will use VW, VH, every sort of thing, RAM, M, whatever it is, we will use all these things, and you will understand each and every concept. But for now, just do it by yourself, because as a beginner, if you do this much of things, it's quite good for you for now. But if you do all these things, it will be very helpful when we go on to do some projects and all. So if you have any doubts, just comment me down, and if you want to ask any more such questions, you can come in live class and just can ask questions.